TIMECODES, mi gente, it's Allen King, aka Mr. Moves, Money Moves Investments. In this video, we're going to go over why the broker you choose is very important and the broker that I use. Short answer, the broker that I use is Fair Forex FX.com, but I'm going to explain to you why the brokers that you probably know about or use aren't as great as you think, and explain to you why Fair Forex is the only broker that I use and the broker that my team uses. So down below is the time codes if you want to skip ahead, but if you actually want to learn about brokers in general from the experiences that I've had, my team had, the research I've done a lot of trial and error. I've tried all these brokers. Then stick around for the video. All right? ¿Qué lo que, mi gente? Welcome back to the Money Moves Investments YouTube channel. Oh, my fault. That's just how I talk, like, you know what I mean? Like, welcome back to the channel, guys. In this video, we're going to go over what broker you should choose and why it's so important. And we're going to go over my experiences with certain brokers. And I'm going to try to keep it as transparent as possible and give you my total opinion and try to back it up with a little bit of fact. Also show you the broker that we use. So why is it important to choose the broker that you choose? A lot of brokers steal your money. As U.S. residents, if you ever tried to like do your research on brokers, you always find, you know, you have these great brokers like Blueberry Markets or IC Markets, and these brokers that us U.S. residents don't have access to because of the strict regulations that the United States have. And that's pretty much because they want to be able to tax our money. So like even in Rwanda, you can't trade gold unless you have an immense amount of capital. You can't trade indices like that with very, very small leverage. You know what I'm saying? So if you have all these offshore brokers such as, you know, we famously like KOT and Hugosway and Osprey, Ego FX, all of them of which I've tried, and to a point they're good, right? Each of them have pros and cons, and a lot of them also give false representations of what trading is. For example, I know people that love trading indices. They love trading indices for the wrong reasons, right? Because on an offshore broker such as, you know, KOT, mostly Hugosway, a 0.01, if you know anything about contract sizes, right? And you know that if you trade a regular Forex pair, 0.01 gives you pretty much 10 cents or et cetera, multiplied by 10. A 0.01 trades as $1 for indices. Traders that don't understand why they're getting like high payouts from trading US 30 and NASDAQ and using Hugosway, that's why. Which is also why people blow their fucking accounts so quickly, right? Because you probably gain signals, you know what I'm saying, from a guy that's trading US 30 and NASDAQ or whatever, and you're like, yo, I have a $200 account, well, with one trade, I just made $300. That's not how it's supposed to happen. On real brokers that actually give you proper risk management on their contract sizes, you'll be trading the same way across all your pairs. The only difference in the pair that you're choosing or the asset that you're trading is how volatile the pair is. Your contract size shouldn't change so drastic, which is also a reason why you can't trade US 30 or NASDAQ without having a $300 plus account. But a 0.01 can blow your account. Doesn't make sense. So, you know, I've tried every broker, guys, like every broker. I even finesse brokers. Like I have friends that live overseas and have them get me accounts. And, you know, it's all sweet and dandy until you have to withdraw. You know what I mean? Because they have strict ways, you know. It was too much workaround. So when I really tell you, I don't want to say hundreds, but definitely in the double digits, you know what I'm saying? Over 25 different brokers I've tried, right? And, you know, it's not even a sense of having troubles withdrawing my money or whatever. The spreads were always different. Manipulation of the spreads, the swaps, freezing, customer support, all of these stuff play a factor, especially when you're putting your money on the line. And I don't recommend any of those brokers I listed before. Hugos, KOT, Osprey, Hot FX or AAFX. You know, a lot of those I don't recommend because in my experience, once you hit probably like $10,000, you start to really peep that your account's moving slower. It takes longer loading time. There's a lot more slippage. Meaning, if you don't know what slippage is, if I enter the trade and my TP is here, and I hit my TP on the screen, I'm watching this shit hit my TP. It will hit. It would not take me out the trade. Wick, and I'm still in this fucking trade. And then it can either, you know, eventually hit my take profit if it continues, or it hits my stop loss. But I just watched it hit my TP. It's called slippage. It slipped through the cracks. And it won't take you out the trade. And they do that because, and I have my notes, they're trying to recoup their money from other successful traders, because that's how a broker makes their money. The spread is how a broker makes their money. So when you have a broker with high spreads, is either because they're a brand new broker and they're trying to get their money up, and then, you know, more established brokers have lower spreads, or really they're capitalizing off the fact, more testimonials, they're capitalizing on the fact that we pretty much need them. And I don't think people take that into consideration. As US traders, we need offshore brokers to make trading worthwhile, right? Because, you know, we can handle our own taxes if you're responsible, and instead of pretty much giving up all our money to these American brokers, unless you're trading for a hedge fund out here already. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. The cons of, you know, these brokers such as Hugos and KOT, I've made money with them, but I've also seen how they manipulate my trades. I don't want to get this confused. There's a lot of traders out there that still use Hugos and KOT. Some have problems with them, some don't, right? I've had problems with every single one of these, even when it came to withdrawals, you know what I'm saying? When it came to deposits, you know, when I started really gaining money, when I started really gaining big accounts, how they started manipulating my trades and I was taking more losses. My trading view tells me I won, but on my trading account, I'm still in this, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of manipulation, and I really believe any broker, there's always going to be some, you know what I'm saying, whatever, because everybody got to make their chicken, you know what I mean? But the whole point is getting with a broker that does that less and less, and hopefully none at all. So the 3 things, and I wrote them down, right, and I'll read them. To really stay away from with certain brokers, and I see even that KOT offered it at one point in time, when a broker offers bonuses, meaning they give you like a credit, like you sign up and you deposit $100 or whatever the hell, but if you accept this, they'll give you $1,000 or whatever in trading credit, but you have to meet a certain requirement in profit before you can actually withdraw your money. I've never accepted it, but $100 deposit, I accept the bonus for another $1,500, but I have to make $1,500, even $10,000. I've seen huge bonuses, and you get $10,000 bonus. I have to make $2,000 on it before you can start whatever. For that, you're pretty much paying for an FTMO challenge and stuff like that, right? Because at least you're paying for an upfront account, and you really have to earn that thing, versus you're putting real money into it and you can't withdraw. And even if you lose your own money, you can't trade it. You know what I'm saying? So any broker that offers you bonuses are pretty much manipulating the hell out of your trade and cannot be trusted. Huge swap fees. I can't talk. Huge swap fees to make their money back. I said this earlier, from successful traders. So like, you have traders that are good and making bread, and then all of a sudden you look at your trading account and you have a swap fee of over $7, $10, $16, because you have other traders withdrawing mass amounts of money, and they're pretty much taking monies from the unsuccessful, the learning, the regular retail trader. And some of them purposely freeze your MT4 MT5 to manipulate your trade or scare traders into closing their trade in a loss. If you're a new trader and you just see your MT4 freeze and you're negative $10, but you only have a $100 account, you're scared that once it refreshes, you're going to blow your account. So you try to close it out to save your trade. Meanwhile, it could have ended up in a win, or, you know, it could go many different ways. But not only can they manipulate it on their end, they're pretty much manipulating you at that point to close out your own trade, right? And those are the things that you want to avoid, right? It's like psychological warfare. And I've seen a lot of videos on brokers, and I think that was a big point that I want someone to say. It's really psychological warfare, because when you're attached to your money, it's very easy to manipulate you. So with all that being said, there is one broker that I use, and I'm going to tell you why I use it. I recommend it to my team. My team uses it. They're happy with it. Recently, I think it was like the past week, they went over an update to their broker, you know, to their whole system. They switched liquidity providers, and, you know, they made updates to their everything about them. You know what I'm saying? Like the cryptos, they added more stocks. They added more cryptos. They, you know, switched things around. But it's a great broker. 24/7 support. They respond immediately. Like when I really say, like, if you send an email right now, you'll get an email in the next 10 minutes, right? You could talk to the owner. Name is Chrissy. You can have her Telegram and everything. You can talk to her. She will actually respond to you as well through email if you know, she has her team, and sometimes you get an email from her or her team members, and she actually lives out here in Los Angeles. The big selling point for me for this broker is, at first, when we first signed up with them, I have seen somewhere on a blog or something talking about MT4 not being catered to as much by the company, middle quotes, MQL, because they were trying to push MT5 more. And that's the time where I started seeing MT4 freeze a lot and stuff like that. And they're always making updates to MT5. So I was looking for MT5 brokers. On top of the fact that once we get into my strategy, I'm a trend trader mostly. There's the accessibility that I have with MT5, the click and drag into TP and right there on the screen made it a lot easier for me to manage my trades and also execute trades right there on the chart. And I think we'll make a video about that later. But if you don't know how to use MT5 already. So yeah, 24/7 support, 24/7 crypto trading, and that's a big thing. And they also added about, I think it was like 15 more cryptos to their exchange. So I'm not saying you could trade every crypto in the market. You could trade all the major ones. And that is important, right? Everyone wants to trade crypto. Everyone's learning crypto. 24/7 crypto. Great spreads on crypto. Great spreads on Forex and indices. When I really tell you, beautiful. Me and my team trade NASDAQ mostly, especially during the open sessions. And, you know, holding trades long term and stuff like that with indices. Really, really, really good spreads. Market execution is instant, right? We put a buy stop or sell stop, it hits when it hits. And I think it's only like a 10 pip difference between what's the broker that we use here? Global Prime and Fair Forex, which is the broker that I'm going to introduce you guys to. All right. So when you're setting your buy stop or sell stops, it's really like a 10 pip difference from what you see on TradingView. If you guys never paid attention to that, as to why the price may be different on TradingView and different on the broker that you're using. All brokers have different price numbers, but they're moving the same way. You know, that's the only tricky part when it comes to setting limit orders. But if you're market executing, it's instant. For me personally, I make a lot of market executions, but when I send out trades to my team, obviously it's buy stop, sell stop. So, you know, when people see it, they can execute and go about their day, right? Unless you're on a call, like a live call with me, and I say enter now, they'll enter. If you're not on a live call with me, I send it as a buy stop or sell stop, so you have time to put the trade in, and when it hits, it hits. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. So yeah, I never really experienced swap manipulation. I do get swap fees. They have different type of accounts. We'll get into that in a second. For like when you're holding trades, obviously that's what's supposed to happen, but not swap fees because they're manipulating the trade. Spreads don't jump up. They jump up at regular times, like opening sessions, or the when the New York Stock Exchange closes for like that lunch break, and when spreads increase, that's normal. But I've never experienced slippage. Never. Like, I think the most problems we've had with this broker was this past week when they were going through their updates, and that was because their original provider, their whole building went on fire. You know what I'm saying? And then even then, when we executed trades and they freezed it because obviously everything was down, they gave us our money back, right? And that's me being transparent. They gave us all our money back. They went into our trading accounts and see the loss that we took for those days, and they gave us back our money. And then the next week we were good. So yeah, so let's jump to the screen. So the broker that we use is called Fair Forex FX.com, right? I'm also going to put the link down below if you want to sign up upon watching this video. So here's the front page. You can open an account immediately. So you see here one of the lowest commissions and spreads, the only broker for the trader, free deposits, true ECN, MT4 MT5. So you scroll down, the fair broker that works for you, spreads from just 0 pips, true ECN, ultra fast execution under 50 milliseconds, and no manipulation guaranteed, safety of funds, free deposits into client segregated account, meaning that your money is separated into a different bank account than the broker itself. So your money is safe and secure. You know, they also actually have a signals chat, indicators and expert support. And you guys can talk to them immediately right here, and they'll send you an email within minutes. I love that about them. truly fast customer service. So here's their account types. They have the raw spread account, standard, pro raw spread, and enterprise. So, you know, majority of people are going to either go raw spread or standard. This is for more, you know, professional or large capital traders. So raw spread and standard are essentially the same. The big difference is with a raw spread account, you're really not dealing with spreads at all. What you are going to deal with is a $6 commission per lot. So if you play with a standard lot size, after that trade, you owe $6, right? Now, with a standard account, you have no commissions, so you don't have to pay that commission per lot, but you deal with spreads. And spreads are from 0.8 pips and up. You know, even with US 30 is like only 30 pips, and that's absolutely nothing. So lowest spreads on any broker, I pretty much guarantee it. Payment methods is Visa, MasterCard. I can't talk. MasterCard. You can bank wire, PayPal, and they also accept Cash App, which is Clutch, Zelle, Bitcoin. I don't know what that is. Instant EFT. So a big thing to keep in mind is that no matter where you are, I have students that live in Africa, you know, China, don't matter. They all have Fair Forex accounts. Jamaica, Dominican Republic, anywhere around the world, they accept you. And a big thing to keep in mind is a lot of these brokers are falling under regulation. So like, you know, even like a broker like Hugosway don't accept US clients anymore. So if you're watching this video, I will highly suggest, even if you don't want to use this broker at the moment, sign up for this broker. But, you know, God forbid they do have to go under regulation and they can't accept US clients, you will be grandfathered in. Once you have an account, you can actually still use the account. They're not going to kick you off. I missed my chance with a lot of brokers, and I make sure I have accounts with all the brokers that I find, even if I don't use them. So that's my tip for now. So yeah, so here we go. You know, you can go through their website. You know, we just went through the account types. True ECN, if you want to learn about that, they have a video. You don't have to watch the whole thing. True ECN broker service, electronic communication network, otherwise known as ECN, streamlines the way people conduct business in foreign exchange. It builds direct bridge between brokers and liquidity providers on behalf of retail traders. Our brokers at Fair Forex take this step one step further through True ECN. Some ECN brokers take your trades to different banks and hedge funds rather than an entire network. As a result, might not secure the best deals on the market. Our True ECN broker unlocked the door to greater networks, so we give the best available price in the entire market. That is beautiful. That's what you're looking for. And I can vouch that I've never had a problem with them besides that little hiccup with their last liquidity provider. And, you know, we were all compensated. So you guys can do your research and go on the website, the link down below. We went through the deposits and withdrawals, the same way you deposit or the same way you can withdraw as well. Range of quick, easy, cost-effective methods to deposit and withdraw. Bank wire, deposit fees, 0. Withdrawal fees, if it's a bank wire, it can charge up to $35, but everything else, 0. But Bitcoin, you know, they have their blockchain fees and stuff like that. But bank wire, same day. Visa, instant. MasterCard, instant. Zelle, Bitcoin, PayPal, Cash App, up to 4 hours, and that is true. Deposit time, withdrawal time, same day, 2 to 5 days for this, and same day for bank wire. Something I went over earlier already. When you deposit to your trading account, these funds are sent specific accounts designated as client accounts. These client accounts hold all the pooled funds from our clients and are held separate to those funds held by the company. Segregated accounts are set up in order to ensure that there is a clear and complete separation of client funds from those of the company. This means that your unlikely event that Fair Forex is no longer able to offer services clients, client funds will be returned to them as they have been correctly accounted prior to any trading activities being terminated, which is exactly why we were able to get our money back when they had that little hiccup. You guys can go through here. You know, they have MAM accounts, low spreads. You can check their spreads, right? So Euro USD, average 0.2, minimum 8, average 1. Like these are all their spreads, guys. I barely see over 4 or 5 here, right? So it's beautiful, right? It's just even their average, you don't see it going above really 4. Oh, actually, okay, NZD CAD it was 5, so I say above 5, and lowest spreads, and you can see how it compares to all the other brokers that we talked about: Hot Forex, KOT, Tradersway, FX, IC Markets, Fair Forex. Commission on 0 per account, $5. Spread on standard account, 0.8, and they start at 1. How to compare to other brokers? You know, you can all these options that how to compare to other brokers' spreads. You know, we went through all this. So tools, trading. Let's go into and I'll show you guys the login. So they do have a nice dashboard. You can see your wallet balances, your trading accounts, market watch, right? You can market watch here, internal transfers. You can just transfer here to here. They have the web base for MT5, MT4, your IB area if you want to become a promoter. You know, all your trading accounts, your wallet, and all that stuff is here, nice and clean. You can do your withdrawals. Everything is nice and simple here, and you gotta love it. So here, actually, if you go into signals, I personally don't use it, but they have a Telegram group that can give you signals. You follow these, screenshot your account balance, approve of deposit, you know, and then they give out signals. Useful tools. So they have a market overview widget where you can see basically the fundamentals of certain stocks or, you know, indices, bonds, forex, stuff like that. Stock market watch, market data widget, economic calendar widget, forex cross rates widget. So this is really they really help you with everything. You know what I'm saying? So cryptocurrency market widget, technical analysis widget. So, you know, this is really the best thing you can ask for in a broker. They go above and beyond to help you guys. So that's it. Let's turn it back to the camera. And yeah, so if you guys want to use the broker that me and my team have been very profitable using, had a great experience using, kept it transparent, let you guys know the time where it was bumpy, but they fixed it, went through their update, which is now done. You know, team loves it. They're making bread. I love it. It's the only broker that I use. You know, you have people that have like different brokers that they trade on. I have 5 accounts with Fair Forex. All of them I'm trading on. You know what I'm saying? So if you want, look description down below. You can sign up. It's free. And I ask if you sign up with the link below. My name is Dallin King. Señor dime que lo que. This is Money Moves Investments, and I'm out. Peace.
Don't need me no friends. Bag on my head and they wanted me dead, but you still see me with the roof of the Benz. My bitch is bad and bougie. Ain't but a back, she don't matter to me. Super big guns like it's Call of Duty. Say this your man's, but he ratatouille.
Like when I tell you, like they have the best customer support in like any company, not just a broker. You know what I'm saying? Like any company. Name a company. Apple. Better customer support than them. Wow. They answer immediately, bro.